Starting off this hour is Bill in Chicago. Hey, Bill, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Better than I deserve, sir. Merry Christmas. How can I help?
Merry Christmas to you. Dave, basically our situation is pretty much like a lot of your callers. What had happened about a year ago, I lost my job a little more than about a year and a half, and we find ourselves upside down. What we had to do is basically use credit cards to pay off our bills and stuff like that. So now the ends are not making the means is basically what I'm trying to say.
Did you ever get a job?
Yes, sir, I did.
What do you make?
It's great to be back at work.
Yeah. What do you make?
Basically, with both of us together, we're about $100,000.
Okay. What were you making before you lost your job the other time?
Pretty much the same.
Okay. So we're back to even there, but we dug a hole in the meantime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how much of a hole did you dig?
We're about $40,000 in debt.
And that's all credit cards?
Basically, yes, sir.
How much do you owe on your car?
We do not have any bills on either one of our cars, but they're both at the end of the ropes, so that's kind of an issue, too.
Okay. And how much is your house payment?
Our house payment is about $2,200 a month.
Okay. Are you current?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay. Are you current with the credit cards?
As far as we have not defaulted on anything, no.
Okay. You're not behind on your payments?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Are any of the $40,000 anything other than credit cards? What else could it be? Student loan?
It's just basically our credit cards, our mortgage. We had a second mortgage that we had taken out.
I see. And how much is the second mortgage?
I believe that is for $22,000.
Okay. How much is your first mortgage balance?
Our first mortgage was for, I think we owe approximately about, I'm guessing here about $220,000.
Okay. So like $242 is what's owed. What's the house worth?
Well, right now that's upside down too. It's not worth what it's owed anymore.
Roughly, what's it worth?
They said it's worth about. Actually, I should say $340 on the house mortgage. They said it's worth about $220 now. About
what?
About $220.
$220, and you owe $340, not $240. Yeah. You think?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you're like $100,000, $80,000 upside down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who said the house was worth $220?
Oh, the last time that we tried to get it appraised, we did go for that HARP bill when it came out.
Yeah.
And
when was that?
The very first year that it happened. I'm not sure what year. So I think that's about 2 years now.
Okay. So the house is no longer worth $220. It's worth a lot more than that. I mean, you live in the Chicagoland market. It's recovered a lot of that value, so it's closer to $300 probably now.
Okay.
I mean, you'd have to get with a realtor and find out what the house is really worth.
Yeah. Basically what they had told us. I might be a little wrong with my numbers, Dave, but basically they still told us that we're upside down.
Who?
The realtor.
When was that?
The bank. We tried to do this about 6 months ago again.
Okay.
Because they said, well, once you did the HARP, you can only do it once. We said, well, we kind of jumped on it too early. The interest rate went down more, and we tried to see if we can reinvest. And they said that we're now eligible.
Yeah, you get one time on that. That wasn't what I was looking at. I was just looking to try to figure out how far upside down you are. But you're nowhere near what you were, so that's good. So we got $40,000 in credit card debt, a $2,200 house payment, make $100,000 a year, and you got a mess to clean up from the year of unemployment is what it amounts to. You can do that.
Okay, how do we do that?
Okay. Well, I mean, you're going to have to get on a written budget, a tight budget. You're not going to be going on vacation. You're not going to be going out to eat. Yeah. You're not going to be acting like you make $100,000. You're going to be acting like you make a lot less than that. But if you pay $20,000 a year and you live on $80,000, that's no big deal.
Yeah,
and that's debt free in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, we don't go out. We try to stay at the strictest budget. But like I said, we're still trying to.
But you're not doing it in writing.
Well, yeah, maybe, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You're not doing a strict budget. You just have an idea that you think you're living tight. You have to do a written plan to make your money behave. Every dollar has to have a mission. Every dollar has to have a name, an assignment every month, and you and your spouse have to be in agreement on it. When you do that, you'll feel not only organized and solid, but you'll feel like you got a raise because you have more money in this situation than it feels like to you have right now. Part of that feeling is the disorganization, and part of that feeling is you've had a year of hell where you got your teeth kicked in.
Yes.
And it takes a little while emotionally to recover from that.
Absolutely. Now, do you believe in consolidation at all, Dave, or
I don't think
more of a
I don't think it serves any purpose. The big deal here is to get your money working towards paying off debt, and if you pay off $20,000 a year for 2 years, you're done.
Yeah.
You're debt free. And
sounds easy.
Well, I mean, it's doable. It's very, very doable.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. I'll help you. I'll send you a copy of our book, The Total Money Makeover, which will outline the steps, exactly what you'll do. And if you'll follow that book, millions. That's a literal truth. That's not an exaggeration. We've sold 5 million of those books. Millions of people have used those steps to get out of debt. And so hold on, and Kelly will pick up, and we'll give you a copy of that as our gift.